Hope everybody's having a really awesome day. Allison and I are so excited to talk to you guys about fall trends and a couple of other things today. We've been spending a lot of time, hey, Allison, you and I talking about all these trends, and it's always such I really love trends because they really get me re-excited all the time about home decor. Not that I'm ever not, I'm always super excited, but
it's overwhelming.
it can, it can be for sure.
Yeah.
Still got a couple more people popping in. I'm also really excited to give away the $500 gift certificate at the end of this webinar. Just one of you lucky people in here right now.
What? That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's a fun surprise.
Super exciting. So we've got our assistant. If anybody on your screen see a picture of a man with a beard, that is my business partner. And he is going to be collecting everybody's names that's attending and doing a random number generator to pick our winner at the end. You got to hang on to the end. This webinar is not as long as some of our others. It's a little bit shorter. We're really just talking about trends and some fun stuff. And then we've got quite a few really cool little polls that we want you guys to take part in. So I'm going to get going, Allison. If you're cool with that, you'll watch and admit people in?
I sure will. Doing it right now.
Cool. Hey, everybody. My name's Anita Peterson, and I'm here with Allison, owner of Style Inform, to talk to you about our fall refresh for 2020. And we're just going to get started. So just a really quick agenda before we get into the real meat of everything. First thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the trends. We have 5 trends that we're going to talk about today. We're going to take a look at our brand new lookbook that was just launched an hour ago on our website. We're going to just briefly touch on Open House Week. There is going to be a Q&A where you guys get to ask us questions. A little reminder about the customer hub that we have for everyone, where you can go in and get images and materials for your own marketing. Then we're going to do the $500 gift certificate draw, which I'm so excited about. And then we're just it's going to be the end, and we're going to be sad to say goodbye. So I'm just going to move everybody. Hang on one sec. I just got to move everybody out of my view here so that it doesn't show up in the video. So when you want to chat with us, if you need to send a message, Allison's going to be managing and watching the chat. I will as well if there's something going on that you need help with. And mainly we're going to answer your questions at the end. But if you want to send a question while you think of it, put it into that chat box and we'll answer them at the end. And we're going to be doing,
Sorry. Where's
okay.
the chat?
So when it should pop, when somebody sends a chat, it'll show up.
Oh, I got it now.
Yeah.
I got it. Crisis averted, everybody. I got it.
So you're also going to be doing some polls with us today. And the kind of polls we're asking you about today are really exciting. I think these are super exciting. We're asking you your opinion on products that we're looking to bring in that go along with some of these trends that we're talking about today. So just a little bit about us. Style Inform. We are a Canadian wholesale furniture company based in Burnaby, British Columbia, supplying retailers, designers, and hospitality projects since 2003. You are here today with me. I am Anita, I'm the Director of Marketing, and Allison, who is our founder and leader and style maven. We create carefully curated collections that range from mid-century modern and classic to industrial and organic for any space that needs a little bit of style. And what you're seeing there on the page, that is our beautiful mascot and Allison's dog, Baby. How old's Baby now?
Baby is just over 9 months and 100 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
So cute. So cute.
Really good in that photo shoot. She did so great.
Right? I know. I saw the pictures that you guys were sending and it was so awesome. So we're going to hop right into the trends. All right. Now, this is the number one on the slides because this is my favorite trend. This is the color I'm dying for, mustard yellow. And Allison and I were talking back in January because I had gone to the Las Vegas market show. And this color was everywhere in artwork, in lamps, in furniture. I could have called it the mustard yellow Vegas show. It was just absolutely in every building, on every floor. And I just fell in love with it. So This is a great color for fall, and it's a trending accent color, absolutely 100% for 2020 and 2021. And we love that it pairs perfectly with neutrals, with blues. We're going to show it to you in the lookbook, also with a fabulous new velvet ink blue couch, and greens and blacks. And I've even actually been seeing it now come up with like blush colors. So even kind of like that color, like Allison, you're kind of wearing a blush jacket, kind of like that kind of blush and mustard I'm kind of seeing together now. And 2020 saw a big demand for warmer color palettes. And I think that's partially due to COVID and our sense of creating these sort of oases and these places where we want to hunker down and spend time and wanting to sort of warm up our spaces. And furniture is a great way to add this pop of color to any room, because it's hard for some people to paint a yellow wall. You'll see in my office here, I have a yellow wall, but for some people, that's like it can be hard. So adding in furniture is a great way for them to add a trending color into the home. And it's a great retro color story, but at the same time, it's very classic. And so we've just got a little shot here of some of our brand new products. What you're seeing today are a lot of our brand new products that we're just bringing in. And Allison, did you want to go over a little bit of some of your highlights for some of these new products with everybody?
Yeah, the Elliott sofa. Obviously, many iterations of the Elliott sofa. We have it in oat gray and in our dark smoke velvet. And when I kept hearing about mustard, and a lot of retailers were coming back from Vegas talking about mustard, and I'm like, well, we got to do it. And the Elliott seemed like the perfect way, that and the Fifi, both in mustard. And Fifi, of course, is like a chair we just keep refabricating because it just always works. It always works into any decor, right? It's been a constant, really good seller. So
so good in small spaces, Fifi, like,
yeah, armless chairs, so good for small spaces. But the Elliott we did it in the yellow. I had a lot of customers, designers saying that the Elliott and smoke was a bit on the deep side. It was quite a heat depth. It's a bit hard for some people to get out of a deep sofa. So we did the mustard and the ink blue Elliott in a shorter seat depth the total depth was 34 inches. So anyways, it's a bit more formal, easy to get out of, looks great in mustard, a little bit retro. And mustard, personally, it's like my favorite color.
I know. And I bought 2 Elliott smoke sofas when I moved. And then you came out with these like 4 weeks later. And I'd forgotten that we had talked about it. And I was like, damn it, a little bit. So now I guess need to order more Elliott sofas.
And the Ember sofa is the other one. I love this sofa.
That's this one up here, this little guy, the little 2-seater. Yeah.
Those long kidney cushions will be feather. The sample in the showroom is just with polyfill, but the production pieces will be with feather. I love this sofa because it could go modern or kind of a bit more traditional, depending on the fabric. And I've got it ordered in a couple other fabrics. So those.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, so this. Back.
I forgot to mention that Laguna lamp.
Oh, the recycled glass lamp, right?
Yeah, it's like, I adore this lamp so much. It works so well in the setting.
It does. It really does. And it's a great pop of color, especially when you have like a really neutral bedroom like I do. Like it just really adds like just a beautiful little pop of like interest, which I just love walking into.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about black accents. And I think, and I'm just going to move us out of here again. I think this is really good for the home. And what I love about black is it's true, just like a black dress, like anything at all, it never goes out of style, but it's something about a pop of black in the home, which we're really seeing take hold, especially with designers. We're hearing a lot of talk from designers that this is really important for the rest of the year and into 2021. And a lot of the trend work that we're doing when we're looking at product development and things that we're talking about, absolutely pop of black is something that we're seeing a lot of influencers talk about. And it really adds a stylish drama and grounding to a room, especially if you have a neutral room, like a black lamp like we have there with Nixon, or I have those chairs that you're seeing. They're the Tokyo chair around my dining room table, and it just adds this little oomph of color. And if you don't want to go too dark, you can also try charcoal and layers of dark gray, and a little goes a long way. So we love seeing pops of black in accent chairs and lamps and pillows, little side tables like you're seeing there with Noble, rugs, wall decor, and planters, and the list is absolutely endless. And when you're adding in sort of smaller items, it's great because you can kind of really move them around and do things like that as well. And so Allison's going to talk a little bit about some of the products that we've got showing here.
Yeah, and sorry, Anita, I noticed Elizabeth just mentioned that my sound is a little bit garbled to her, so hopefully everybody can still hear me okay. Just let me know. Maybe I'll slow it down.
I can hear you great, but I'm also going to ask some other people here if you sound funny.
Okay. Maybe it's my technology.
Our tech person says you sound fine to them.
Okay. Well, that's good. Sorry to Stephanie if you can't quite hear me. Or, Elizabeth. So yeah, we have the Ezra chair. That's in smoke gray velvet with a walnut base. The Ezra chair is done really well in our boucle fabric. So we had a lot of requests at the last Toronto gift show about doing it in another fabric. I'm really going to shows. I mean, I miss that. I don't know when we're going to be going to a show again due to COVID, but I miss seeing customers and getting feedback and what they would like from us. I really take it to heart and I keep it in mind when I'm doing product development. So the Ezra chair came out of those conversations. We have the Florence with the black base and white marble. Those are coming in September. There's a whole collection, like a lamp table, coffee table. I believe we did the bar table too. Yeah, I love that collection. It's really simple. We've been waiting for it for quite a while, so I'm glad that it's finally in stock. Yeah, and our little Noble table. I love C tables.
Oh, the best.
The table we have sells so well. Just you can either use it as an end table or slip it over your sofa to have as a little end table, right? You know, obviously, right with you. That is coming in a black marble as well. So black marble and black base. So
you know, I'm completely like addicted to home decor and furnishings. And I was always really hesitant to get a C table until my husband really wanted them for our couches in the living room. And so we got a couple actually from the Style and Form line, and I can't live without them now. They are the best thing ever because you like snuggle into your couch and your coffee cup is like right there. It's the best.
And you can see, you'll notice there's some accessories throughout these photos, like trays and coasters. There's a black tray on the dresser there. This is something that we're bringing in the new year. We're going to be doing a lot more accessories. I hear constantly that customers can't find trays and large trays and different sizes. So we have a lot coming in the new year. So
that's great. So we're going to talk about mixed metals, and there's that tray that you're talking about, which I think is named Vito. Is that right? It's called Vito?
That's right.
Yeah. I think it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And anything terrazzo, you know me, terrazzo, I'm like all over that. So we're just going to talk a little bit about mixed metals. And we did a really good actually Instagram live with Night Varga Interiors, which you can actually watch on our IGTV on Instagram. When you guys get this webinar via email tomorrow, you'll actually also get all these slides. So you'll be able to click that link directly if you don't do that today. And just like Night Varga Interiors, we're also obsessed with mixed metals. And our line has a lot of different mixed metal looks in it, including gold, stainless, silver, and now with this new tray, natural iron decor, but also in our Natura line, the hairpin legs are a lot of iron as well. And the best thing to do is start with a dominant color and then add in one accent color. So if you're going to be mixing metals, you know, you stay with one dominant and then add in an accent. I really love it when people mix like black and stainless steel together, or gold and the iron, I think work really well together. But I think there's some fear, Allison, wouldn't you agree, that for some people, like mixing, like they have this idea, traditionally a lot of consumers, that if you're going to do gold, you do all gold or you do all
Yeah.
stainless, but you don't do a lot of mixing.
Yeah, and I hear, we have retailers for sure that are not sure how to mix everything because their customers are saying, I can't do gold, I can't do gold, but they think of doing a whole room of gold instead of just accents. So
Right.
that Instagram live we did was to kind of help retailers to see what you can do to just add a touch of different types of metals in the room.
And then we've just put a little collection together here, some of our favorite things from the line.
I think they're on mute.
There we go. So Allison, what about some of these things that we pulled together here?
Oh yeah, the Nomad and the Nordic up top there have been great sellers. They're obviously we do them in multiple finishes. The Nordic in multiple finishes, the black, white, and gold all work really well. And actually, if you turn those upside down, we've used them as planters. They make it really. And the Nomad is 2 sizes in the silver. That's a storage as well. So we've had mine for quite a while. And our Cyclone table in black, I love the coffee table and the 2 side tables that we do together as well. It's a great way to have black without it being like heavy and like really dense looking in a room because of the wire look, right?
And that Cyclone table also comes in gold. It comes in gold and white, right?
Yeah. That's right.
Perfect. And then that locum table lamp, I think, is always just like it's a stunner, right? So airy.
Picture on the left is like one of my most favorites. Most favorites.
All right, then we're actually going to do our first poll now. So really excited about that. What you're seeing there is a new stool that we have. And I'm just going to bring up a poll here. Let's see. We're going to ask you what color you want to see this poll in. So you should see on your screen, what color would you like to see the stool in? And you can pick as many of those choices as you like. If you want to pick, you'd like to see it all 3 colors, pick all 3. And if you're not a fan, let us know that too. This really helps us understand what it is that you guys want in your stores, what people are asking for, what in your design projects, what people are looking for, or what you'd be looking for in the future. So
let's see.
Yeah, let's see. We're just going to give it another second here. Just got a couple more things coming in. Okay, we're going to end the polling, and I'm going to share the results here. Does everybody see the results? Do you see it, Allison?
Yep. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. So gold and black are the number 1, and white not as much, and a few not a fan. So that's great to know. Thanks, everybody. And that really goes well in sort of that mixed metals, sort of line that we're talking about. We have another poll for you. This one about these brand new Art Deco nesting tables in gold and in black. And I'm just going to do that poll next. So let me just bring up the next one. All right. So do we see this? These are the Art Deco nesting table samples. If we bring them in, what colors would you like them in? With clear glass or smoke colored glass? And again, pick as many of those things. So if you like gold, but you want them in smoke, you can pick both of those. You can pick all of it. Or you can say, no, not for me. I'll just give it another sec. Let's see, gold and clear glass are kind of coming on top here, but it's pretty close. Pretty close. Do you have a favorite of those, Allison?
Yeah, I really like the gold myself. And I saw a collection similar to this at the show in Paris, and it really inspired me. I love the Art Deco look, so
yeah.
I love it.
I love the combinations that they can go in as well. And gold is coming out as the winner, black second, and clear glass, people preferring that. So that's good to know.
Great.
Thanks, everybody. Okay, and these are these new trays that Allison was talking about. These, just wanted to give you a little sneak peek at these things coming a little bit later. These are samples that you could actually see at our open house this week, either if you book a virtual appointment or if you book an in-person appointment. These are all there. Anything you want to tell us about any of those, other than saving the terrazzo samples for me, because crazy for terrazzo.
Yeah, these are coming in multiple different sizes. It was Trish Knight who sat down with me for like a day and really helped me kind of go over sizes that could work, something really different. And Tina, actually from Exhibit, who I know is in the webinar, she's always told me how hard it is to find really big trays. So they're coming.
Perfect.
But they are coming from India, which takes
Right, and you and I talked about that the other day, that, you know, one of the things that's been more challenging this year is actually doing product development, and it's actually made it the process a lot longer to bring new products in.
Yeah, I've always worked with suppliers doing constant product development and getting samples in. So that part is like no different really than it was. But the fact that it just takes so much longer to get the samples, obviously production is slower depending on what country we're ordering from. So it's more of a challenge that way.
Right. Working with it. So next we're going to talk about sustainable living. I have been watching this for quite a while, and it's a really interesting trend, because more and more as the years go by, as the months go by, we see a real need and chat and talk about people wanting to have eco-friendly furniture in their homes, coming from a consumer perspective. And actually the global eco-friendly furniture market the other day was valued at $35.2 billion, which is massive, and sort of shows this real need that people have to want to include earth-friendly products into the home. And overseas shows were kind of buzzing with eco-friendly concepts, whether it was materials or manufacturing. So we are always looking for sustainable materials like rubber wood, jute, cane, grasses, paulownia wood, and acacia. And our line actually carries some of those. And when you get this webinar back, you'll actually see the products that we have that are sustainable. And consumers, again, are looking for recycled and upcycled wood products, things like our Natura line, which you see there down in the bottom picture, the large console with the lamps. But Allison, I know that it's challenging. It's challenging to find sustainable furniture, that it's still a challenge out there in trying to find suppliers.
It is. We've been pushing to find manufacturers that are doing recycled or upcycled for years. It really has to come from us requesting it to kind of force that issue, right? So we're seeing it more now, definitely. Like our Laguna lamp with the recycled glass, our Salish stumps. Those are all from here. They're local. Part of the reason why our stumps are always out of stock is they have to go find the wood. It's a challenge. It takes a lot of time. So, yeah, there's a focus on trying to find these products for sure.
Right. And what you're seeing on this page here, everybody, is some products that we carry that have sustainable, like we said, with the Natura line, like that large teak console is actually reclaimed teak root. We're upcycled teak root. And then the Vino wall trays, the rope baskets. And I think that also adds, when we're talking about sustainable products, not only does it make us feel good, but a lot of these products are actually very natural and sort of fit into that zone that people are really looking for, like this natural touch into the homes, this sort of back to nature feel. It also builds into that trend as well. Do you have any favorite products that we have in this line? I know the stumps are a favorite. Anything else that are a favorite for you, Allison?
Yeah, Natura.
Yeah.
Natura has always been, we've had it in the line for probably 5 years now and love it. It's like every piece is like art.
Mm-hmm.
And it's It's relatively inexpensive as well. So yeah, it's my favorite. The whole collection, everything.
Me too. And then moving into that, we're going to talk about natural textures. And this is really about bringing nature into the home, like we were just discussing before. And it's about using materials and textures that add depth and interest into the home. So stone, wood, wicker, marble, terrazzo. You're going to keep, you're probably saying, that lady is crazy for terrazzo. What is up with her? Macrame. And natural fabrics. I tried to get my husband to do a terrazzo floor in our bathroom, and he was like, no. And I feel like I should have pushed it. You know, he's listening right now, so I'm hoping he's like, maybe if I just do it for my wife, she'll stop talking about it. And raw, natural, live edge wood, like Natura, pieces are always top picks. And then to kind of finish off the look for getting this natural texture look, about using plants and planters to finish the look. So it looks amazing, and then you improve your air quality in your house. I've actually become a bit of a plant addict, and I keep adding plants in to my home. And it adds this really beautiful sort of addition and final touch to everything.
At the showroom, and everybody is kind of taking care of them. Some of the guys here have taken to caring for certain plants and making them a project, and they are thriving.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. We'll have to give some tips on how to make your plants survive in your showroom or your retail space.
We'll have to get AJ and Nat in here to talk all about it.
Maybe.
Oh, there she is, right next to the llama. This is Nat's. He's taking care of this plant here.
Oh, really? Maybe they could do like a Zach Galifianakis between two ferns kind of conversation.
Yeah. Ellie, I think that's her name. Anyways, sorry.
Always name your plants. So this is a little design board, trend board that we put together, sort of featuring natural textures from the line. Some new products, some current products that we have. I love that new Corsica bench that you brought in, Allison.
Yeah, and that's coming in 2 finishes. The other finish, the wood is ash, so it's much lighter. It's a little bit more expensive, but you have 2 options there anyways if you want that really Scandinavian light wood. Yeah, and there's our flute tables. Our flute tables are on order, and they are, they all of a sudden we had like a run on them. So if you're looking for flute tables, I would definitely suggest pre-ordering them before they arrive.
And I just noticed the pillow down at the bottom. I didn't update the name after this pillow got named yesterday, and I can't actually. It's Portal.
It's in the Bohemian line still.
Right, and that's going to be you can see that in person at the open house or a virtual open house appointment. Corsica's there as well. And you talked about earlier, there's that new Elliott sofa in oak gray, which I think is a really great color and goes really well with this sort of look. So it's that neutral, but it's got a bit of texture to it.
Yes.
And then my favorite, that flow table. That's amazing.
Yeah. Always been a good seller for us.
All right, product poll. Let me just move this out of here. We're going to do another poll here on these gorgeous little chairs. Let's see here. We're going to bring up the next one. It's being difficult. Why are you being difficult? Hang on, everybody. Sorry about that. Why is it? I'm sure these are, I don't know what's going on here, but Zoom is being very difficult for some reason. Okay, we're going to do this one. Do you guys see this? The woven, is it really large? Or is that just me? Oh, it's just me. It's showing like super big on my screen to the point where I can't even see it. I'm sorry, everybody. What a weird thing to be happening just randomly on my computer. So we've shown you 2 designs here of these woven chairs. If you would buy them, and they're indoor, outdoor, by the way. So if you would buy them, which one would you most likely to purchase? The plain one, the black with the geo pattern, or both? You could pick both if you love both. Or tell us that, nope, they're not for me. And you kind of called these deck chairs yesterday, right, Allison?
I did. That's just what they remind me of. I know this look is really popular. I really like to find out if people, like sometimes, you like the look, but it's like, would you really have it? Because they do sit like low. but they are indoor, outdoor. It's from the same supplier as our Calabria collection, so great
Okay.
quality. Yeah, this is super helpful for me.
All right, so now my computer's, I'm going to share the results here. Okay, you guys see that? Plain is the number one, black geo, but most people are saying they would totally buy both, which is great.
I know Carolina really loves these chairs. She can't vote multiple times.
Oh, I'll have to watch that next time. Okay. So let's move on to our next thing here. We have another product pull for you, these little stone coasters. Hopefully this will, the pull will work better for me this time. Let's see, stone coasters, launch polling. Okay, so we're thinking about bringing in these stone coasters. What do you think? You can choose as many as you like, or it's multiple choice for you. So you love them all, or the hexagon, love that shape. Those are the only ones that you want. The terrazzo is fabulous. Vote for terrazzo, team terrazzo over here, or not for me. And I love that we're getting to share this information with everybody and see what's going on. Okay, we're going to end polling here.
It gives me a chance to answer questions. I like these polls.
And I think, you know, overall, I think people like them overall, which is great. So can we share those results? You guys see that? Perfect. Stop share. All right. So this is going on to our last little color story here. We're talking about warm browns. This photo is direct from the showroom. This piece is brand new. Allison, do you want to tell a little bit about this piece before we get into the trend?
Oh yeah, sorry. I just was answering a question. I'm not the best multitasker in the world, so these things are a challenge for me. Okay. What happened with the coasters though? Love them all?
Yeah, pretty much everybody loved them all. Yeah, though I think the hexagon probably a little bit more popular.
Yeah, this bow sectional, it's pretty big. We are calling the color mink because it definitely can look gray or brown depending on the lighting that it's in. I saw it at the show in Cologne and it was definitely more gray in the light there. But I think it worked perfectly for our the trend where things are going. I have lots of retailers asking me about moving into browns and creams. And in fact, our Julia bed, I've just ordered a container of Julia in a cream fabric. This is something that customers are asking us for. So yeah, it's a velvet, so totally indestructible. Baby's been on this sectional a couple of times and hair comes off, no problem.
Yeah, that is one of the great things about it. And you and I talked about this color story the other day because brown is one of those colors that people often don't think about, but it's actually been a top fashion color for 2020. And like in anything to do with home decor, we often see trends on the runway that then translate down sort of into retail. And brown has been one of those things that's definitely been on the runway for quite a while, and a lot of fashion bloggers talking about like, could brown actually be like the number one color for 2020 in fashion, which I don't know if I ever thought I would actually hear those words. So yeah,
you're having a 70s flashback. So.
Yeah, I think so. It goes along really well with the mustard yellow, right? So, but you know what we're hearing and what people are talking about is that this color, like these warm colors, make us feel more connected to nature, and so it kind of really goes back to the sort of the theme with this whole entire sort of trend is like this warming up of our homes, the bringing in of nature, but it's not just like chocolate brown like it was in the 80s and early 90s. It's like a varying shade from caramel and cognac to sort of mink, like we're talking about with the new sectional, and mocha and even cinnamon. So what you're seeing there on the little trend board side, actually our Brie in Cognac is a brand new piece as well, which is a really gorgeous, sort of really warm color. And then you're seeing some wood pieces and how they kind of all go together and how varying shades of brown actually work really well together. They also pair with really strong colors like yellow, black, and metallics. It creates a very beautiful, warm interior. But again, use it sparingly. I think kind of like mustard yellow, you don't want to let it dominate a room. You don't want to walk in and be like, it's just nothing but brown. It's always best to have a little bit more variation in what's going on. But definitely a color I think we're going to see consumers sort of gravitating towards in the next year. And so here are some of our picks for warm browns.
Yeah, Natura. Natura is so great, again, because it has those light and dark tones. It just like brings pieces together and it's super rich. Our bistro chair too. I love this photo so much, Cora. You're out there somewhere. I love it. And hey, Anita, I just want to say we're in like a sort of last minute mode to get all of our photos posted on the website. So if something is missing on the website, if there's a photo missing of something we talked about today, it will be up there.
Yeah, and we'll also be updating the hub as well. So when people will log into their hub account, once we have all the new photos and they're all up, I'll make sure to go in there and let everybody know that they're on the hub, that you're able to use them for your own sort of marketing and social media campaigns as well.
That has been a game changer, that hub. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh, love putting it together. But I love this look. I love the warmth. And I think I told you yesterday that my dad, who was an interior designer, loved brown, like loved it, like love brown. So every time I get very nostalgic when I look at this trend and think about my dad, the interior designer who loved shag carpet. So it's, I've got my fingers crossed for this one. So now we want to look at our fall 2020 lookbook. This is brand new. We just put this up on the website today. Typically when we have our launch our line, we'll do like a little lookbook on the website, but we actually did a little bit differently this time. And you can find the lookbook on our website, and we're also going to put it in the customer hub, but I'm just going to show it to you right now on the website. So it's at styleandform.com/fall lookbook 2020. And you'll actually see it up in the top menu up here as well. And again, when you get the webinar information via email tomorrow, there'll be a link to it. And we've done it as a catalog this year. So you can flip through it. You can see all the lines. All of these products hyperlinks. So when you click, you'll be able to go through and see new products. So this is what Allison is talking about with some photos still coming. This will all be updated in the next day or so. But you can just go through the book and find the products and click through to them. And you can blow it up to full screen as well. And then just click escape. So, and it's just a whole book of fabulous little trends. Dog not for sale.
Definitely not.
Yeah. All these beautiful new products, some top sellers from our line, new products. You'll see when something is new, we've noted it as new in here. And I just think I'm really happy. And then we have this little trend on trending bar dressers, which I think is really fun. Sort of saw this trend sort of emerging over the last year, maybe a year and a half. And I was so happy when this photo got taken because bar carts are great, but I love bar dressers. You can put all your cocktail napkins and little cocktail things in the drawers. And for me, who likes things put away more, it's ideal.
And Anita, Darlene is just asking, can clients view through the lookbook without accessing prices? So if they send them, it would obviously just link to the website.
Totally. Yep. It will just link. You'll be able to see it, but there'll be no pricing because you have to be logged in to see pricing. Yep. So you'll have all of this. And then I'm just going to go back to the presentation here. The other thing that we wanted to tell you and announce today is that you can actually get a copy of this lookbook and we'll customize it for you with your logo. So where it says your logo here, you just email me, so Anita@styleandform.com. I'll put your logo on the front cover and I'll actually also put your domain down the sides here. There's no pricing in this book. I'm going to send it to you as a PDF without links in it. So you can just send it directly to your customers and that you can put it up on your website if you wanted to. You can send it out in an email newsletter. And we'll also put your contact information on the back. so that if your customers that are really interested in something, they'll be able to reach out to you and ask you if they can order it. I'm hoping something like that is interesting for you guys. If there's more support that we can give you from a marketing perspective to help you, please just email me at anita@styleandform.com. I'd love to hear the things that you're looking for. It's really important to us that we support you in the best way that we can. You'll also see this lookbook on the customer hub as well. So like that is exciting. And then one more product poll, because we love our product polls today. I'm going to do the next one, which is this gorgeous carved cabinet. So what about this small ornately carved wood cabinet? Would your customers love it or leave it? I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to jade anybody. But you know where I'm hoping. Oh. I'm going to give it another second here. Okay. I'm going to share these results. So we've got, oh, it's pretty close, Allison. 55-45. It'd be interesting. Anybody who said leave it, I'd love if you want to type in a comment what it is about it that you're not crazy about. I'd love to know. Because, you know, this is why we do this, right? It can't just be about what we love, right?
I see comments about maybe it coming in natural. It could for sure. They just finish it in white because I asked them to finish it in white. Hinged either side. I'm not sure about that. I have to look.
Oh, so you could open it so it could be like if you had it as a side table, you can have it on either side of the bed or whatever. No?
I kind of see it mainly as a side table. This is very similar to a look that's really popular with Anthropology. I've had this for quite a while, and I've been waiting to see if it was like gonna become something, and Anthropology is doing it, so maybe it's something.
I think it's something. I love it. I love it. Now we're going to talk a little bit about Open House Week. So it is Open House Week. Thank you everyone for joining us today for the launch of Open House Week and our webinar. And you still have time to book an appointment either in person if you can. Come see us at our Burnaby showroom. Appointments are 45 minutes long, a maximum 4 people per appointment. We have masks on site and we're doing all social distancing that is required. We're keeping it very safe. You can also book a virtual appointment. So if you're not in Vancouver, you're on the island, you're in Calgary, Edmonton, Nova Scotia, you can book a virtual appointment using Zoom, and one of our team will actually walk through the showroom with you and talk about products. You can see new products and work directly with our team to talk about your needs. We'd love to hear more about the struggles that you're facing, maybe the things that are winners for you, any way that we can help you better, or products that we could bring in that you're looking for. And there's also, when you book an appointment, you hear about special discounts and VIP perks that come along with that. And you can book now on the website. You'll see the URL down here at the bottom, styleandform.com/summer-open-house. You'll also see that link on the home page, and I will make sure that it's in the email follow-up tomorrow. If you have any questions at all, again, you can email me at anita@styleandform.com, and we'll make sure we get your questions answered. So I hope you guys book some appointments.
Yeah, just to point out for our on-site appointments, we have masks, we have hand sanitizer. We're all good to forget a mask or something. We've got them here. There's 4 clients per appointment, or 4 people per appointment. So that's a max.
And I'm just going to show really quickly how easy it is to actually book your appointment. So when you actually get to the booking page, which is styleandform.com, book your showroom visit, you just pick your day. If it's grayed out, it's because it's sold, that day is sold out. But you just pick your day and then select the time. And then you just click confirm and then add in all of your information. And if you have any guests that you want to add, you can add in their email addresses, answer a couple questions, and then you just schedule the event. We get the email. You can also send yourself a text message before the event as a reminder. You will get an email reminder 24 hours ahead of time. With the virtual appointments, they are Zoom, just like what we're doing right now. You'll get a link that you will log into at the time that you're supposed to be logging in, and someone will admit you into that meeting. And so it's pretty easy. think it's going to go really well. All right. So now's the time. If anybody has any questions that we can answer, or Allison, if you've been collecting any questions that we need to answer.
I think we went through them. Yeah, we're just getting more comments about the cabinet. Like very much people want to see it in that, in natural, the carved cabinet. Like a Balinese style. I totally get where Terry's coming from with that. So
Yeah.
one thing we didn't cover that we sort of talked about in our run through, Anita, was the COVID cozy, like the
Oh, yeah.
kind of things took a bit of a turn, I think, when COVID happened. Everybody's like sort of staying with that bohemian style and really comfortable, cozy. That's kind of like how loungewear is dominating all the fashion sites, right? It's like everyone's like they're at home, they're staying put, they're working in their pajamas.
Right. Well, for sure. I think it's made a real difference in sort of every avenue of home decor, right? This idea that our homes, I mean, we go through these cycles where home decor, we look at this is our nest, this is our safe space, but really right now we're really having to take a really hard look at our lifestyles even, and our home becoming such an important part of that, right? Every ounce of it. We're spending a lot of time at home. So we need to make it really a reflection of not only who we are, but a place we want to spend a lot of time. So I'd love to keep hearing from people, like what their customers are asking for when it comes to creating a cozy space.
Yeah.
Like, do you have any favorite products for you that are really important in creating that cozy COVID cozy environment?
A nice bed. Like for me, like bedroom, lots of pillows, and we have the Justin bed, though I think when the Juliet comes in cream, we'll probably switch to that at home because I do a lot of my work sitting in bed with my dog.
For me too, it was really important was creating an outdoor. Oh, sorry, I cut you off. Sorry.
That's okay. I was just saying it's probably not best for my posture to work.
For me too, it was being able to create like indoor-outdoor environments. So being able to expand my space so that I wasn't just always having to work in the same space, or like I didn't have an outdoor eating area before COVID. And that became really important to me.
It's spectacular.
Okay, so if we don't have any more, I'm just going to make sure we don't have, and yeah, Elizabeth Minish says outdoor rooms are huge, and I totally agree. All right, so I'm just going to finish off a little bit by talking about the hub. So this is the customer hub. You can see it when you're logged in. So if you're a customer but you don't have access to the website, this is one of the reasons why, other than seeing pricing and things like that, this is one of the reasons why you want to get access to the site, is so that you can access all of our product shots. We put them all up there for you to use in your own social media or marketing, your email newsletters. If you want to put them into little printed documents, you can do anything at all along those lines. We also share blog posts and other content and information that we think might be relevant to help you. So it'll teach you on there how to make PDF. You can actually make PDF pages now from products, and there's some information in the hub there on how to do that. And we keep updating the hub with more information. And you get there once you log in by going to styleandform.com customer hub. And so look for that in the next sort of definitely week. There's going to be a lot more content going into there. Hannah would be very mad at me. Hi, Hannah. If I didn't remind everybody that if you review us on Google or Facebook or both, you could win a $500 SIF credit as well. So so if you need more information about that, there's information on our social channels, or you can reach out to us as well, and we can let you know some more information about that. And then, okay, so I'm going to ask my secret tech person in the background to tell me what we do, and I'm just going to give him some information here. So he's gonna randomly generate from everybody that's there. We put everybody into a spreadsheet. He's running a random number generator based on the number of people in the webinar. And he's gonna tell me in just a second, okay, he says, I'm using Google's random number generator now. So I feel like we need like a little drum roll. Oh, it's number 25, Susan Collins. So I don't know if Susan's here. She must be here. I said she has to be here if it worked.
Yes, she has to be. She's here. She says I'm in here.
Oh, good. So we're going to get her an SIF credit to use towards her next order of, I think it was $1,000 or more is what the details were on that. But we'll make sure we get that to you, Susan.
Perfect.
So we always want you guys to stay in touch with us. Of course, our website at styleandform.com, our Facebook account, our Instagram, Pinterest, and LinkedIn is where you can find us. And this picture that you're seeing on the left-hand side there, Allison, this was really an exciting day because we hit 10,000 followers on Instagram.
Yes. Big thanks to Hannah. Hannah is a big part of, she does a lot of our social media updates. She's fantastic, and she's totally been a big part of getting us there.
Yes, Hannah is amazing. Love working with her. She's so good at what she does. And so everybody, thank you. Thank you so much. If anybody wants to unmute their cameras, they can do that now if you want to say hi. I'm just going to try to stop sharing here so that we can see everyone. But if you want, you can turn on your camera if you want to say hi.
Hey, everybody. One day we're going to do that virtual cocktail party, right?
Should we do that? Who wants to do a virtual cocktail party?
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
We know you're all doing cocktails at 5 o'clock anyways. So.
With puppies.
Yes. I'd have Vicky here, but she'd be bouncing off the furniture.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out with us again. It's just so great to see your faces right now and get all the information that you provide us. It's so valuable to us. Thank you so much. And hopefully let us know. When we send out the email tomorrow, you're going to get a little questionnaire about how we did. Be kind, but be truthful. And we always want to improve. And we want to know what other topics you want us to cover.
There will be a link to the webinar, right, where they can...
Yeah, you're going to get a whole link to the webinar, to the video, to the slides, to all the links that you need, and then a quick little Google form questionnaire just to help us keep improving. Not only these webinars, but our customer service to you guys as well.
Thank you, Anita, for putting this presentation together. I know it is a ton of work. You're amazing.
Oh, thank you. Well, I love it. I love putting them together, and I love hanging out with you guys. So if there's anything else, if not, then we'll just take time to say goodbye to everybody and let us know anything that you need at all. And book an appointment. Book an appointment if you want to come see us this week.
All right.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.